because vaccine injuries are rare, oftentimes doctors don't even realize that a injury may be related to a vaccine. I was involved in a situation where a client came into my office after having Guillain-Barré syndrome, and she was telling me the story of being in the emergency room, and no one could figure out what was causing her sudden onset of a paralysis. And she was telling me that she was in the emergency room and talking about her problems, and all of a sudden the curtain opened and a doctor stuck his head in and said, "Ma'am, have you had a vaccine lately? Have you had a flu shot?" And she told him yes. And she immediately said, "Test her for Guillain-Barré syndrome." So when we were talking about this, I asked her the name of the doctor, and she told me. And I knew the doctor, and I had actually had a case with that doctor, and that's how he knew about the Guillain-Barré syndrome related to vaccines, because before we spoke, he didn't know anything about that. So there's a prime example of how knowing your rights can not only be important in seeking compensation, but also in your health.